Alright guys, how you doing? I thought I'd come out to the car today to make a video that's longer than a minute. It'll maybe stop me talking 1,000 miles per hour and trying to shoehorn so many points in 60 seconds or less. My videos are short by design because people have low attention spans. And I deliberately put myself in the minute to get my point across and to stop me rambling. And I still managed to ramble for about 30 seconds of that 60. So that's a skill. But I'm giving myself the luxury of time today to talk about a couple of things. Um, I guess I should start by talking about the state of the gambling world at the moment. Because we're in lockdown, it's COVID-19, and it's 2020, and the bookies are shut, but the online casinos are very much open, and it's a very vulnerable time for a lot of people, and it's a concern. And at the moment, the general consensus is a lot of people gambling online because there's no sports to bet on. So that's your online casinos, and these sort of very addictive. They're designed to be addictive, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the fallout is, and what the actual hard stats are coming out of this lockdown, or coming out of whenever that may be. Um, but I wanted to. No one's ever accused me of this, but I wanted to. I feel like it's important to say that I'm not anti-gambling. I'm nowhere near anti-gambling. I'm just for anti. I'm just for better gambling reform, and a gambling act that's suitable for today's environment. That will govern over these betting companies, because they've proven time and time again that they're not able to self-regulate. The players' well-being isn't at heart, in my opinion, and it's such a money-making game that. But the reality is people's lives are ruined, and families are ruined, and um, I struggled with. I mean, when I was started gambling, it was the FOBTs in the high street, the high street bookies that really got me over that line from being a gambler to being a whatever terminology, a problem gambler, compulsive gambler, gambling addict, whatever you want to say. And then, of course, the boom in online betting companies, the casinos, was what that was a straw that broke the camel's back for me. But that took me years to get to that point, and then all of a sudden, for the space of a year or two, I'd gotten into such a shit place mentally, and my gambling was out of control. And the fact is, it's it's the same for people today, except they didn't have the it's not even a safety blanket, but just experience of gambling without having a mobile phone there that can do so much damage, without having a laptop there that can do so much damage. Um, and people can become gambling addicts so bloody quickly now, and so it can be so devastating. So I just want players to be protected. I want the next generation to be protected, and I genuinely worry about just how exposed and how accepted it is in culture, gambling has become, and just how much they get away with. And people say that you'd have to take accountability for yourself, and absolutely you do. Of course you do. I mean, it's only you that's going to get you past um, that hump. I mean, with the right support and the right guidance, that's what you need to get over things. But it is down to you to try and get on top. But when the whole of the gambling industry seems to be flowing against you, what what chance do you really have to get on top of this? It's really hard, man. Gambling addiction's no joke, and people need to be protected. So that's where I stand with it. The other thing, I'm gonna take a break from all social media. So it's gonna be a social media detox for at least a month from what was this Monday. So what, England's loosening their lockdown on Wednesday. So let's say I'm tightening my lockdown from Wednesday on. Um, um, it's social media. I'm quite a compulsive person at the best of times. And that's probably something to do with my ADHD and the medication I take to get on to take the edge off of that every day. And I was never on Instagram really before I started doing this page, so I've been doing it a year and a half, and likewise with Twitter. and I mean, it's been great, but I know myself. I mean, my last post was to go on your gut instinct when you feel that way flutter, and you know that you have to do something about it. Trust your gut instinct, and I'd be a hypocrite if I don't do that for myself. And this has nothing to do with gambling. I've never, I mean, never been tempted to gamble, hand on heart, for years. Um, but I feel that what's happening at the moment is the frequency and the pace and the non sort of thought process I'm putting in to checking my social media accounts. It's autopilot, and it's very much mirroring the behavior that I was doing when I was gambling. And I'm at a point now where I'm not comfortable with that. And I know what I have to do, and I'm going to have to take a proper break. Um, and when I come back, I'm probably going to have to limit the time that I spend on my own personal social media accounts and this as well. So it's just to let you know that, yeah. So what did I say from Wednesday? From Wednesday, I'm literally deleting Instagram from my phone, and likewise with Twitter. And there's a reason why I've put all my videos and advice on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and it's all up to date. Because yeah, I need to take a step back for a while, and just to give myself my head a break from it. But that's not to say that I won't be doing things that are gambling related. Because what I plan to do is get back into writing again. So I'm gonna kickstart my blog, or a blog. I used to blog quite a lot, but it's gonna be a specific rule it out blog, and just start drumming out a few articles. And if I, you know what, and if I don't get a few articles out in that time, as long as get in the front foot with trying to write again, because I was really really passionate and loved writing and got really into that, and I find that very therapeutic, regardless of what I'm writing about. And that I can get lost in writing articles and things, and I want to get back to that because it's been a few years. So I'm going to focus on um, working on that, and hopefully writing some blog content related to my gambling experience. And then yeah, so the next time you'll hear from me will probably be a video again, a shorter one, a minute or less, uh, sort of updating where I'm at. Um, so guys, yeah, that's me. So I'm clocking off for a few weeks. Before I go, I'm gonna post um, a wee blurb on the support available that's available for you out there. If you're struggling with gambling, so no one's directed to my page, or find my page and leaves me a very personal message I can't reply to, and it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's just 'cause I'm taking some time out, guys. And you know what? On that point, I really want to thank everyone for the support and the feedback that I've had since I've been doing this page. It's been, I mean, it's been mind blowing, and it's been really appreciated. And yeah, of course, it's enough for me to keep going, but I just need to take some time for myself. So I guess I'll see you when I see you, to use a Scottish term, and take care. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, guys.